Okay, guys, I see many of you have joined. Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes.
Great. So now let's quickly go ahead and check key vaults. So if you want to look at the existing key vaults, same thing, you go to either home, you'll find it here if you have recently used it. If not, you can search here. You can click on all services, you'll find it here. Be it any service in Azure, guys, these are the simple methods where you can find it. The simplest I find it's just simply go ahead and search here. Just type the keyword and it appears automatically. Otherwise, you can go to all services and here also you can find it. And if you have recently used it, it will always come here. And if not, you go ahead here and search for keywords. So click on keywords. You'll see your existing keywords here. If you don't have any, obviously none will appear here. You can manage your deleted words from here. So if you have any deleted keywords, it will appear here. It wasn't there last time. It is a new feature. Looks like it's a new feature. But by just looking at the name, it shows that it will cover deleted words. So if you have any deleted keywords, it will appear here. It is working slow, guys, today. Please bear with me for this. Can't do anything about it. Okay, so these will appear here. If you want to create a new one, you can click here or you can click here. Same thing. Let's create a new key vault. I think I'll have to log into my account again. See, as an admin, you may face these problems as well, right? It can happen that sometimes maybe client is saying the one machine which you created is not working, right? But sometimes it's not your ID. Sometimes all of are facing the problem. Uh, this one has issue. It could be anything. So don't ever panic and don't think that you have done something wrong. Always follow the steps. No matter how big is the problem is, you don't just go and jump to the conclusion and start deleting everything, recreate anything, right? Don't do that. Always follow the step-by-step approach, which you'll find in this session also. In this section also, diagnose section, it shows you the very correct approach that what needs to be done exactly, what needs to be checked first, right? Latency issue, etc. Everything. Don't directly take it on you and think that you have uh, built something incorrectly and let's delete and create it again. Don't ever do that. Okay. So when you click on create key vault, this is the first page which you get. Then subscription, select your resource group. I'll create a new one, becomes easier for me to delete. Give a name to your key vault. Look at this. Test is already in use. I do not have any key vault in my subscription, but still it says test is in use. What does it mean? It means that it needs to be globally unique. The name should be globally unique. Region is very important here. If you're planning to use key vault to encrypt your virtual machine, then your virtual machine should be in the same region where your key vault is, or your key vault should be in the same region where your virtual machines are. If your virtual machines are in central India and you're creating a key vault in East US, you will not be able to utilize that key vault. Like pricing tier, we have seen every time that what is pricing tier, what extra features do you get, etc. So we have standard and premium. In premium, HSM is backed. HSM is related to hardware, so we are not getting into that. We'll go ahead with standard. Recovery option, soft delete. Soft delete is enabled. You don't have any option to disable it. Right? Now, what does it say? Days to remain deleted vaults. That if you delete something, for how many days it should be there. So it can be configured between 7 to 90 days. Once it has been set, it cannot be changed or removed. So I'm keeping it. If I try 5, it should not work. Minimum 7. So I'm keeping it for 7 days. Now, purge protection. If I keep the purge protection delete or disable, what will happen? Disable the purge protection will allow the key vault and object to be purged during the retention period. Enable, it will not allow. Now let me explain it thoroughly. Let's say you have a file on your desktop, right? When you delete that file, it goes to your recycle bin, right? That is your soft delete. So if I delete something, it has to go to recycle bin. I do not have any option here that it will not go to soft delete. It has to go to a soft delete. But what if I'm sure about it that I'm never going to use it? Whichever application was in question, it has been deleted, and now I don't even want to keep it in soft delete. It has been gone. Why should I pay extra for 7 days? So I want to delete it from recycle bin also. So if you disable this purge protection, then it allows you to delete from recycle bin. But if you enable it, then there is no way that you can delete. Then you'll have to wait for 7 days, whatever days you have selected here. You'll have to wait for those 7 days to delete your key vault. And uh, why this is, sometimes you have to be very careful. It's not always all the time. It's not about the money. Sometimes, let's say, user has asked you to create a key vault using UT-Kloud name, and you said, fine, let's go ahead with 30 days. And by mistake, you enabled the purge protection, and then you created everything. Later on, you realize something went wrong, and you have to delete it. Let's example, client has asked for East US 2, but you have created it East US. Now, if you delete it, where will it go? Let's say if I create it and delete it now, will it go to soft delete or not? Yes, guys, will it go to soft delete or not?
Yes.
Yes. For how many days?
30.
30 days.
30 days. And because I have enabled the purge protection, will I be able to delete it from soft delete? No, I can't. If it is disabled, then I can. If it is enabled, I can't. I'll have to wait for 30 days. I'm saying, okay, that's fine. Let it be. Client says, okay, I'll pay for 30 days. It's okay. Leave it. But can you quickly create my correct version, please? But now what will happen? Imagine we created a test and we deleted that. And now I'm saying, okay, let me create a new one for you. What will happen? The name test is already in use or still being reserved by a vault which was previously soft deleted. So if I create with this name, which was my desired name client has given me, I selected this 30 days, enabled it, created it, and later on I realized, oh sorry, I needed to create that in East US 2. So now for 30 days I can't create, I can't delete it, I can't do anything about it, and I can't even create a new one with this name. Getting it? This is the reason to be very careful about it and use the minimum option. Yeah. So I'm disabling it, I'm keeping it only 7 days. Click next. Access configuration. Now here you can keep it as Azure rollback access control. What does it mean? Azure rollback access control means that whatever RBAC access, IAM access you have, same accesses will be applied here. But if you do not want that, you can go ahead with Vault policy as well. This is recommended actually. This is recommended by Azure, but policy access is always recommended in industry. Right? So you're going to select this one. Now, resources. Why are you using this key vault? Are you using this key vault for Azure Virtual Machine encryption or Azure Resources template for deployment or disk encryption? As of now, I'm going to select all of them. Look at this here. I can see what level of accesses I want to give, I don't want to give. So when it is my own ID, I'll make sure that I have all the accesses. If you go by RBAC, you won't have this granular access. So next user I add, I can limit their accesses. Let's say, for example, I add another user. So I can give them get, list, update, create, import, but don't delete, don't recover, don't backup, don't restore. Fine, get, list, set, delete, no delete. So I can select what I want to give, what kind of access. Hence, policy approach is always recommended. Select next. Do you want to access this from public access? Fine. If you want to keep it only available for internal, you can do that also. You can select the network. Here it is. You can select the network. You can select the subnet, and you can make sure that it is accessible from here. But I am okay with from all networks. Select next and create it. Now only the key vault is being created. You haven't created any secret in that. You haven't created uh, any secret or any certificate or any encryption, nothing. You haven't kept anything as of now. You're just creating a key vault. So let it get created, and then I'll show you how to use a secret in it or how to use a certificate in it. By the way, what is a certificate, guys? Certificate, it's here it is. I'm using this website. Do you see these two icon? It shows that my website is a secure website. Even this one, if I look, it shows my website is a secure website. Connection is secure. So even if someone wants to make payment, etc., they will have trust on my website. And how do I know it is secure? The certificate is valid. So to the certificate is something which can be used or which allows which makes your website as a secure website, and you have to replace it every 1 year or 3 years or something, right? So you can use this certificate also, you can keep this certificate also in the vault, because certificate is also a very crucial thing. If someone gets hold of your certificate, then they will be able to access many things which you do not want others to access on your application. Okay. So the key vault is ready. Either you can go to resource from here or you can do the key vault from here. Yes, Wasim.
So I was asking, is there any validity for this key vault to stay active on your machine? Because the days that we select for the soft key deletion is, I mean, it comes into effect only after you delete the soft key
Delete.
vault, right?
Right. Right.
But the key wallet remains active until your machine is active or until you don't
No.
delete it, right?
No, it has nothing to do with your machine. You're not going to connect the key vault with your machine. Let's see what we are going to connect. It depends on you. You can keep the end date or you can keep it endless also, but not the key vault. Key vault itself, it's a different entity. It's a vault that is not going anywhere. For now, I already have a key vault. It doesn't have any secret, doesn't have any certificate. It's not at all connected to any machine. And if I leave it, it will be there uh, as long as my subscription is there, unless I delete it. It is not at all connected
Understood.
to anything. And I don't even connect any key vault to any machine. What we connect, we are going to see that. Now look at this. Key vault is here. Again, these are basic things. Diagnose and solve problems section is there also. Go ahead and read some common problems and their solution, how it works, right? Access policies are here. If you want to create some new policy, add some new user, you can do that, right? Visualizer we have discussed already, leave it. The main thing starts from the object. Now, what do we have? We have keys, we have secrets, and we have certificates. Certificates will not see, it's okay. And even if we see one thing, it's completely fine. So let's go ahead and check either key or secret. So if I say secret, either I can import it from somewhere or I can generate it. So as of now, I'm generating it. Here it is. If you want to activate, set an activation date for this secret, you can do that. If you want to set an expiration date, you can do that. So this answer your question, Wasim. So if you keep it till 2027, in 2027, it will be automatically deactivated. But if you don't check anything, it will be activated immediately and it will be there forever. You create it. Simple. Still, you haven't attached it anywhere, right? Similarly, keys. You can generate it or you can create it. Now, what are these settings? You don't have to worry. Whoever is asking you to generate a key, they will give you all these details. And most of the time, this will be done by the security team. You can set an activation date, expiration date. If not, create it. Again, I have just created a key. I've created a secret. I have not used it anywhere. I have not utilized it anywhere, right? So it is not helping me in any manner as of now. Now, this is your link, the secret identifier. This is your link. Now, when you go to your code, let's say that you are connecting one machine to your database, and then you have kept your user ID and password instead of plain text. You have kept your user ID and password here in secret of a key vault, right? So now in your code, instead of keeping your uh, user ID and this one in plain text, you can redirect it to the key vault. So whenever it comes to that time, whenever it comes to that stage, when your machine wants to access your database, now the request will not go directly. The request will come like this. Where is the key vault? Let me see if I can get a diagram. To get a diagram, it will be very easier for you to understand. This is there, but I'm looking for a better one. It was there in old documents of Azure. Let's see. I'm looking for the simplest one, which won't confuse you. So I've already got few of them, but it may confuse you again that how is it going. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, I'll look for a better one. I have got many of them, but that those will confuse you. I'm looking for the simplest diagram. Okay, this can, if you consider this as a database, we can use this one also. Okay. For example, a user is going to app services via app service. In app service, it has link, etc., uploading the picture, etc., right? And instead of doing the correction directly or change directly, this user has given uploaded a picture and given some details that modify my picture, do etc., etc. So instead of going directly, what is it doing? It is going here and it is acquiring the user ID and password, and then it is going here. So my user ID and password, it is not in plain text. This user has given whatever details. So here in the code somewhere, it is written that this request should go to the key vault first, and from key vault, it will come here. And the request, everything, it will not travel in plain text. It will always be encrypted. So even when the credentials are going from here to here, those are encrypted. In your code, if you write it in code, then it will be in plain text, and that will be a threat. But when you do it actually, when you do it in when you do it using Key Vault, then it becomes encrypted. Let me see if I had one good diagram. Let me see if I have it now. Earlier we had one in Microsoft Documents. I don't see the image. Details and everything is given here, but we don't have to worry about it. That we can cover. I was looking for a good image, so that explains very quickly to you that how it works. Fine, let it be. Uh, so here it is, guys. We have created this. So we are going to give only these details. Now, if someone sees my code, that person will only be able to see this link, and this link is not at all useful for the other person. If they try to put it in their code, it is not going to work. If they try to put it in directly here, it is not going to work. Look at this. Request is missing. I mean, they will not be able to see whatever is there. They will not be able to see it. But when it comes to that particular resource where it was intended to, so it will decrypt itself, and then your user ID and password will be shown over there. And this secret value will disappear over there. It will be decrypted, and you will get the access. Similar thing, it happens for disk encryption. Same thing will happen for the uh, this one certificate. So no one will come here manually, but it will happen directly using the codes. So instead of putting the user ID and password in simple plain text, what will happen? It will give you it. You can give this sort of ID in your code. It will Your code will go to the key vault, fetch the data, and it will again go to the database. Fetch the user ID and password, and it will go to the database. That is how your key vault works. You won't have to worry about it, how the coding works, how will it be done, etc. What you have to worry, it's only how to create a key and giving the accesses. That is the most important part, which an administrator will do, giving accesses, these accesses. Right? And these key identifier, etc. They will ask you, you simply have to copy and share it with them. How to use it in code, it's not your responsibility. How to manage it on the portal, it is your responsibility. Right? So now if I delete this one, if I delete this, it will be there in the soft delete minimum for 7 days or whatever we have selected. I think 30 days we selected, or 7 days I think we selected. It will be there, and we will not be able to delete it unless we have disabled the purge protection. If we have disabled the purge protection, then we will be able to delete it. One more thing which we can cover here, it's backup. Yes, this is very important, tricky and important. Now look at this: backup and restore. Backup of this key and restore of this key. Very, very simple. I- it's not a rocket science. If you want to take a backup of this, you simply come here, download the backup, and that's all. Your backup is done. You can save it wherever you want, and your backup is done. And let's say by mistake, if you delete it, by mistake it is deleted, you can always restore it, restore backup, Let it appear. Okay, we'll have to wait because the secret is still showing here. But this is how you can restore it. You can back up from there and you can restore it. Also, let's come here. Let's see. So you don't even have to go over there. You can restore it from here. But imagine that it has been purged from here also. Now it's deleted completely. So now if I want to recover from a backup which I had saved on a local machine or maybe somewhere, then I can do that. Here it is. But the only one condition which they ask in interview, which you should remember, it's what is the drawback or limitation of backup and restore in Key Vault. So there is only one limitation, guys, that if my Key Vault is in US, so I can recover only in US, not any other company, not any other geography. Here I'm specifically talking about geography, not region. For example, my key vault, it is in East US and I have deleted something out of it. And now I have created a new key vault in East US 2 and I had taken some backup in East US. What do you think? Will I be able to restore to East US 2 or not?
No, you will not be able to.
I will be able to. I mean, your answer is correct, your logic is correct, but this is an exception part. You will not be able to do it. Why? Because in Key Vault, this is the only place where you have this geography in condition. So remember it. They definitely ask this in interview. So other services, what we have been seeing, they were emphasizing either they are global or they are regional. But this is something, it has dependency on geography. So if I have backed up something in East US, I can restore it in West US, East US too, or anywhere in US. It should be in the same geography. But I can't restore that in India. If I've backed up something in Europe, I can restore it in any region of Europe. It can be in Germany, it can be in France, it can be in UK. I mean, now it's a different part. I'm not sure if they're considering UK in Europe or not when it comes to Azure, but I'm just giving you an example. So if it is in same geography as per Azure, you can restore it. But you can't restore it in a different geography. I've backed up something in India, okay? I can't restore it in US. And when I say in India, doesn't mean that I was sitting in India. It means that my key vault is in India. It could be any region now. It could be Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad, any region. So if I have backed up something in Pune region, I can restore it to Mumbai region. I can restore it to Hyderabad region. I can restore it to South region, anywhere I want. But if I want to restore that to UAE, I can't do that. So this is the only service whose restore and backup it's dependent on geography. Otherwise, we have been seeing uh, either global service or regional service, and the same thing we'll see in future also. This is the only exception which is there based on geography. Is this part clear to everyone?
Yes, it is. But Suhail, I want to ask, as you mentioned, once the vault is created, you cannot go back and make any amendments. So I wanted to ask, out of all the objects that we have available, keys, secrets, and certificates, if
Hmm.
I happen to add only secrets, do I have an option to go back and add keys and certificates just in case I needed to?
Yes, yes, you can definitely look at this. I have secrets, no certificates here. I can add secrets also. But good you brought this up. In actual environment, you will never see one key vault for keys, same key vault for secret, same key vault for certificate. Company will never mind having multiple key vaults, but if they want to keep one for key, they will have another key vault for key. another key vault for secrets, another key vault for certificates. It becomes easier for to grant access it, and it becomes easier from the point of naming convention. It becomes easier to handle them. Now, for example, I have keys here. Let's say I have 10 keys, 10 secrets, and 20 certificates, right? Now, when it comes to access, I have a user. I'm okay for him to have access to certificates and secrets, but not keys. Right? There it becomes very difficult for me. Though it has details, if you see, look at this. It will give you the key management, secret management, certificate. It will give you that option also. But company will avoid this. They will always create different key vaults because it's not dependent the pricing. It's not on the number of key vault. Just because I create 10 key vaults, I'm not utilizing their servers. It's not like virtual machine that I can have one virtual machine and two websites. So why should I have another virtual machine, right? It's not dependent on that. So they will always have multiple key vaults. But to answer your question, yes, you can always edit. You can always come here, add key, remove key, delete key,
No,
manage deleted
I got
key.
that now. I got that now. No, I was under impression that the key is secret and the certificates are part of vaults, but no, once you create vault, you have an option to add them. So
Yes.
yeah, it can be done. Understood. Thank you.
Similarly, you can come here and you can delete the whole key vault. Look at this. The action will move the key vault and its content to soft delete state. This vault will remain recoverable for 7 days. So if I delete, it's not gone directly. It will be there in the soft delete for 7 days. But because I have disabled the purge option, I will be able to delete it permanently. Otherwise, it will be there in soft delete for 7 days or whatever days I have selected. And if I try to create a new key vault with the same name, it won't allow me to create it because it is there already in the soft delete. Can you see? It is there. And now I do have option to recover or purge. If I would have enable the purge, then this purge option will not appear for me. And if I don't do it, 19th of April, it will be purged automatically. But I'll be purging it now. Fine, we have 5 minutes left in this session, guys. We are done with load balancer. We are done with Key Vault. You don't have to worry about Key Vault much. Very small topic and very, I would say, stereotype questions. घिसे पिटे questions आते हैं इस पे. No creative questions वगैरह कुछ नहीं आने वाला है. दो चार चीजें ही पूछी जाती है कि आप क्या क्या रख सकते हो वर्ल्ड सर्विस में. इसको याद कर लो. Keys, secret and certificate. Uh, I have my virtual machine in East US and Key Vault in West US. Can I use it? No. Uh, Purge protection के बारे में पूछ सकते हैं. And then backup. This is very important. Backed up key can be restored in any vault. By the way, it doesn't have to be the same vault. Good, I read here. It doesn't have to be the same vault. कि मैंने UT Cloud vault से delete किया था. Not necessary कि मैं उसको restore उसी में करूंगा. I can create a new vault. Let's say I created a new vault using naming Tsoft. I can restore my keys over there also. The only condition is it should be in similar geography and same subscription. Similar geography and same subscription. This is also a condition. If I have two subscriptions, तो एक subscription से उठा के दूसरे में मैं restore नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Uh, yeah, I think that's all about key vaults. I'll see if I get a good animated picture. I'll share it with you. Okay, this is also a good one. I'll share this one also with you that how it is going. See, request is starting from here. Authorized user is going, connecting to VPN, machines, etc. And application gateway goes to Key Vault and take the SSL certificate. But I'll see if I can find an animated video. You can see it just for your understanding. Other than this, you're not going to get more things in Key Vault. This is good enough to clear the Key Vault section. They won't even spend much time on Key Vault. Yes, there are two methods to access Key Vault. One is RBAC, the other one is policy. We have seen policy. RBAC, we already know. If you are owner, you are owner on everything. If you are contributor, you're contributor. If you're reader, you're only reader. Okay? In if you use RBAC, you won't have access, you won't have the liberty to give them access separately on keys, secret, and certificate. But we saw when we go to policy, it gives me the segments, sections, different sections that are keys, secrets, and certificate. In that also, it gives me more granular access. That on keys, I can give access to delete and backup and restore. At the same page, on the same page, I'll get secrets, but I don't want to give any access. I can do that. So policy is always recommended. So that's all, guys. We'll tomorrow we'll cover few more basic things like system uh, identity and few things which were missing, maybe a revision or etc. Nothing much for tomorrow. And then we'll discuss on WhatsApp. We might take a break for Good Friday and Easter Monday, that whole week. So you guys will have good enough time to start to read and revise everything. And from that's not fixed yet. Okay, if I have maximum availability, then we will not stop, right? And after that, we are going to start with storage and then migration. So we are about to finish our course. Please go ahead and start recap everything, start practicing everything. It becomes very difficult when you start doing that at the time of interview. If you think that I'll be doing there, it becomes very difficult. Right? So see you guys tomorrow, same time, and we'll cover a few topics tomorrow. Nothing new. We won't have much tomorrow, but maybe some recaps, few new topics here, then very small topics we are going to cover. Okay? See you guys tomorrow then. Bye.